Well, welcome to a very special edition of BATV, coming to you from the Malvern Town Hall as the Melbourne Bowling Club, the first bowling club ever here in Australia, celebrates their 150th anniversary. 1864 through to 2014, this club is steeped in tradition and famous for being the host venue for the hit movie Cracker Jack. It is part of the Premier Pennant Division here in Victoria, and over 200 people have gathered inside the Melbourne Town Hall to celebrate their 150th anniversary celebrations. We caught up with a couple of key people inside the room, none other than Dylan Fisher, Australian Jackaroo, and a young girl at the age of 15 who's making her Australian debut in a week or so's time for Australia, Tayla Morison. And we caught up with them, as well as their president of the Melbourne Bowling Club, Paul Gamble, to talk about tonight's celebrations. Well, Paul, over 200 people in the room tonight to celebrate the 150th anniversary. Tell us about how proud you are as president of this great bowling club.
Look, very proud. A privilege to be the president, to take them through the 150th year. I've said a number of times before, though, that it's not what's happened in the past, it's what we've got to look forward to in the future that's really, really important for the club. Look, it's a great opportunity to celebrate, and we love that. And we're not celebrating the Melbourne Bowling Club, we're celebrating bowls in Australia, because we are the first bowling club in Australia, and this is where it all grew from. So I don't want to be focused on the Melbourne Bowling Club from that point of view. I'd like it to capture the bowling community rather than just the Melbourne Bowling Club. We'd love 150 new members in our 150th year, that's our target, and that would be just great for the club. We're looking at redevelopment proposals for the site down in Windsor, because it's 5 acres of prime real estate there that probably isn't being utilised to the best it could be. So we're looking at all of those sort of prospects into the future. 150 years down the track, I'm sure it's going to be a different club. I know I won't be here, but we're looking forward to that vision. We're trying to plan a vision, plan for the future, and take it into the next 150 years.
Just talking about your site, it's in the iconic location there at Windsor, in the very modern, cosmopolitan lifestyle area of Melbourne. What are the things that really bring the Melbourne Bowling Club to the fore? You're very competitive on the Premier Pennant scene. You're the home of Cracker Jack, the movie that was put bowls on the map many, many years ago. But you're in a great social environment too. What are some of the strengths of the club that you think you can really work on as a foundation going forward?
Well, I think our engagement with our community locally and a little bit more broadly within the area is what's really important going into the future. We've got a lot of local members and they're our strength, but what we need to do is engage with our local community at a different level. So we've got some strong bonds with the Chapel Street Traders Association. We're trying to get up a Wednesday night competition with them to give them opportunities to network and to meet one another and to grow the precinct in a way that will suit everyone that's part of that precinct. And I think that's what the secret is. Our demographics have changed tremendously from 150 years ago through to the war years, through to the present, and looking into the future. And that's where we need to look into the future.
Dylan, it must be a great thrill to be associated with the club with so much history, tradition and nostalgia on a night like tonight, 150 years for the Melbourne Bowling Club.
Yeah, I've only been at the club 3 years, but just sitting down on a Thursday night, listening to the old members talk to me about the history of the club, it's really a great privilege, and I'm really proud to be involved in the Melbourne Bowling Club.
Given the history of the game across the world, is there something special about playing for a club that's got so much tradition and so many, I suppose, unique attributes to it?
Well, there's no other club that's been around for 150 years, so I guess that is a special thing, and I really enjoy going into the club and looking at all the honour boards and seeing who's been the great bowlers in the past and what has happened, and the club has achieved a lot, so I'm really honoured to be a part of what the club has achieved.
Something also unique about the club is that it now possesses a lot of young players coming through the grades. You're one of them, only 20 years of age, but there's a whole swag of close mates of yours who are coming through and really performing well at pennant level. Yeah,
there is a lot of younger members now, which is really good. Hopefully we can stick around for many years to come and create some more history for the club.
And how well known or how famous or how talked about is the famous Cracker Jack around the Melbourne Bowling Club corridors?
Well, that's right. That's how everyone knows Melbourne. That's where everyone knows Chapel Street for Cracker Jack, and that's what everyone knows Melbourne for. But we're really proud of that, and it's a really funny movie. I watch it all the time. I know every quote, and I love it.
Well, Taylor, at the tender age of 15, you're representing the oldest bowling club in Australia. Tell us a little bit about that experience, knowing that there's so much history behind the club that you represent.
I think it's fantastic, especially tonight, for everyone to know how much history is behind this bowls club, and just to see everyone come out and celebrate the history that's there. It's very good.
It's quite incredible that both you and Dylan are about to represent Australia in the Trans-Tasman. Great to have two representatives from the one club here in Victoria representing Australia here in Victoria.
Yeah, they're very excited. The club's behind me and Dylan, and it's good to see that we do have people supporting us, and I think a couple of the members are going to come down and watch us, so it's good to have that support from the club.